Welcome back, you beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining us. Today's show just matters on a different level, and I hope we've been able to connect you with that purpose. Now, we're going to continue speaking about, I'm going to change the name from random acts of kindness to very intentional acts of kindness, which is amazing. And while we got you excited for Slipper Day, yes, I know my feet look amazing, we're going to shed some light on the incredible differences that Reach for a Dream as an organization, as a family, make in the lives of children fighting life-threatening illnesses. Hayley Rowley from Reach for a Dream alongside Zachary January, a beneficiary, now join us in studio. Thank you so much for joining us. Both terrified, I know, because TV is crazy, man. Never mind that you've survived the worst things that can ever happen to a person. Now you're nervous on TV. I love the fact that we are here together because the timing is good. So thank you so much for being in this place right now. Because there's a reason, because it's your purpose. Hayley, what is the purpose here? When we talk about your amazing organization, I know a lot of us have a notion of what you do, but from your perspective, what is that mechanism? What do you do?
So just to define what Reach for a Dream does, we fulfill the dreams of children who've been diagnosed with life-threatening medical illnesses between the ages of 3 to 18 years. And it really is our mission just to provide hope and inspiration to these very brave dreamers who are facing this massive journey ahead of them. And whilst we know that we can't change the diagnosis, we can certainly bring a little bit of light into their life by providing these dream moment fulfillments, which we believe does impact their journey, giving them more of a positive outlook.
Completely.
And hope to carry on, letting them know that tomorrow is worth fighting for.
No, completely. Well, you make the hero chemical pump in their brain. But literally, that's what happens. It's been proven in science at the moment. Some of the breaking medical research, there is something in this. It's just the family as well get to be a part of this journey. It's not just the recipient of that dream. So Zachary is here. I know very little about you, so I feel like I would do you a disservice if I try to pump you up with an intro. So I'm going to let you do an intro here. Give us a bit of background on this incredible young man's journey.
Sure. So our process is we'll receive a referral from a hospital or a parent or whatever. You know, we'll just validate that they would qualify to be a dream recipient. So Zachary was one of those referrals that we received. We met him in hospital last year while he was undergoing his treatment for osteosarcoma. And part of our process is getting to know the dream a little bit more so that we can try and embellish their dream the best way possible according to that specific child. And it was very evident that Zachary is a real rugby fanatic and he loves Brian Habana. So when we had the opportunity to create a meet and greet between the two, we jumped at the chance. And yeah, we managed to fulfill one of Zachary's dreams of meeting his hero, Brian.
Oh, buddy, I've been there. I had to work for about 15 years in my career to get to a point that I could warrant being able to interview Brian Habana in these critical moments. Buddy, first of all, how are you right now?
Right now, I'm extremely excited to be on the show.
Good.
I've been doing well. It's been amazing. Like, I've been doing amazing. I've been recovering, going strong, and I'm still continuing.
Well
And just with Reach for a Dream, it's been amazing with the way they've been helping me.
Being a part of that process, but before we talk about what it's done to you and everything, just meeting Brian, he is a gem. What was that experience like?
That was an amazing experience. That was astonishing. Himself, his presence is amazing. He is, like, really, he's just a star. Meeting him in person, I have no words for it.
I love the fact that when other rugby players get to meet Brian, they're like, it's Brian Habana.
Yes.
And he is. There's so much love there. I love the fact that you've plugged into this community. What do you think that's meant for you and for your family, having people around you like this who get it, who understand just how intense and hectic your life is?
Having people like them, or just them in general, for us, it's a lot of relief because we go through a lot, and they're just there for us. And we're having that comfort. It's lovely. It's heaven sent. That's all I can say.
There is so much love and positivity. I was terrified to broach this because I've worked with your organization over the years many times, and it's so raw and it's so emotional and it's so real. But when you get to this point in a story, how does that make you feel, and what does this mean for the team when you get these kinds of just organic, beautiful moments? Yes, I know it's contrived, but the output, the result is so much bigger than the sum of the parts.
You know, it really is so fulfilling and rewarding to know that anybody can actually play a role in making a difference in their journey. And for me, Reach for a Dream is something that has to be something that's felt from the heart. And I truly believe that the journey with our dreamers starts from the very first interaction, because it's all about hope.
Yeah.
It's like, tell me, what is your biggest dream? And then we go back and we see how we can actually fulfill that dream.
Get to that point.
And when you get to come full circle and see what it actually has meant, is really like the impact of it. We do believe, you know, hope is such a powerful thing that we all need to hold on to, and knowing that you've been a part of that is just, it's so rewarding and such a special journey. And to have parents come back after the fulfillment and say, you'll never know the extent of like how much you've actually helped us through this journey. And like you said, it's not just about the dream, it's about the family as well.
Who live with that,
including them. You know, everybody's going through a really challenging time. So to be able to give a little bit of time out and allow them to forget about everything that they're going through is just incredible.
You know, in my experience of doing probably about 20,000 interviews and trying to understand what this is, hope isn't a gift you give to someone. It's a form of strength that you grow and you build. And that's what you guys are doing together. It's not a passive thing that you give away. It's something that you strive for, and you have to have the strength of character to be able to get there, which you have proven you have as an organization and as an individual. Can we say, Brian, we love you, guy? I think I need to interview Brian O'Banner again. We're going to continue chatting about this amazing organization and these incredible stories in just a moment.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue our discussion with Hayley Rowley, the Western Cape Regional Manager of Reach for a Dream, an incredible organization. She's joined by a dream recipient, Zachary January. And we are here for all kids. For all kids, for the love of children, for the love of the imagination, for the love of dreams, because that's what drives us as children, and that's what drives you as an organization. I'd like to get a little bit practical now, because I think far too often the emotion stands in the way of practical action. So if someone wants to engage with Reach for a Dream, wants to take the step towards change, because that's what you guys do, you change the narrative. How do they do that? What's the best way to engage with you guys?
Anybody can contact us at any time, whether it's via our telephone, landline, email. There's a portal where people can submit a referral through the hospital environment. Honestly, they're more than welcome to reach out. And what we found as well is that very often when we create other activities and initiatives for our families, it creates also a support structure for them, because, you know, they're in the journey together, and it's just letting them know that they're not alone in this fight, and the emotions that they are going through is normal, and like a mommy,
in fact, it's expected. That's what should be happening, yeah.
You know, a mommy or a dreamer chatting to another mom or a dreamer about their journey, I think is very powerful as well, because it's kind of organic. They form their own support structures and help them to cope through that process.
And they've been there. And they are there. They're experiencing that alive as we speak. So we put it to you guys at home to talk to us about the notion of kindness. And obviously it's playing out in a particular way here, but how do you see these so-called random, now not so random acts of kindness? Let's hear from you.
Get up, go get it. Get up, go get it. Get up, go get it. Keep your dream alive. Focus on it. Keep your dream alive. Focus on it. Keep your dream alive. Focus on it. Keep your dream alive.
Derbyland is collaborating with Reach for a Dream and supports Slipper Day on the 5th of May. We want to challenge our sister school, Kleuterland, and all the schools in Durbanville. Are you up for the challenge?
Keep
We most certainly are up for the challenge. I love that. It's slipper day. You've got to see my toes. You've got to see the toes. And the bizarre thing is my feet actually do look like this. They're actually a perfect replica of my feet with my one skewed toe. Zach, it feels like we're having a conversation that is normally only had between a doctor and parents behind closed doors in a hospital, which is heartbreaking. Because so many kids, I know you might feel like you're suffering from a rare condition that no one else can understand, but suddenly you're in a room where everyone else is going through that same journey. To know that you are going on a journey that other people have done, have conquered, have been there, have found meaning, have been able to be happy in that space. Do you feel like your life has changed as a result of this community around you? What's been that trigger, if you will, to become this person who's sitting in front of me?
Oh, my life has most definitely changed. Okay, for what I feel that trigger was just to see that my parents, my mom, smile. So having people assist me with that has been the best thing for me. So when we go through things like this, we struggle with ourselves, yes, but to see your family and close friends struggle is so much worse.
Yeah.
So for you to see them smile and for them to know that you're going to be okay is the biggest relief we could have. So when we see them happy, that's just our trigger to know that we fight on for this reason. We want to prosper so we can see our family and friends be happy.
What are your parents' names?
My mom is Antoinette. Unfortunately, my father has passed, but my mom is my biggest star, so moms.
We're gonna make this like Mother's Day week for the rest of the rest of the year. In fact, we will just make this Mother's Day. But I can't tell you how much I'm feeding off your energy right now, and I think the world needs this kind of energy right now more than ever before, because it's a crazy place to be, especially for a young person. How can we support you? What is the critical element for your support? How can we make you, allow you, potentialize you to do more of this?
So I think, obviously we are highly reliant on stakeholders from whatever industry.
Money, money, money.
Money, but also services in kind, There's so much that we can do and there's so much opportunity out there. So when we embellish a child's dreams, it can be something like going for a drive in a fast car, going on a boat, a weekend away at a hotel. So there's lots of opportunity to be involved. But yes, obviously in terms of the actual dream tangible fulfillments, we do need the money. So that is where Slipper Day comes in, because that is our biggest national fundraiser for the foundation. And as was mentioned earlier, this year we're hoping to achieve 10 million rand.
Not hoping, going to.
We're going to.
Going to, yes.
And we'd like to, fulfill over 2,000 dreams this year for the children that we work with. So it's a big number. And we really do need all the help that we can get. And I just want to say, in terms of our stakeholders' involvement, people are amazing. And just thank you to everybody who has already come to the party and supported us in this initiative and in other ways as well, because I think that you'll never truly know the power of a dream until you see the impact of that dream fulfilled. And everybody out there who are purchasing the 20 Rand sticker, you are a part of that.
Yeah.
You're helping us achieve
literally
our aims
a vital
and
part.
making dreams come true like Zach's.
Antoinette will know. Zach, you will know. The rest of us won't know, and that's perfectly fine. All I really care about is that the two of you get where you exist in our hearts, and that's the bottom line. This is the world we live in now. We care and we love for each other. That's awesome. I love you, Guy. I love you so much, all of your organization.
Thank you.
This is absolutely beautiful. Visit reachforadream.org.za right now. If you can help to create dreams, do that. If you're in need of a dream, connect with them today. And make sure on Friday, Slipper Day, get your slippers on, baby, the 5th of May.